Ace the Young Heavy. Y'all know what time it is. The sickness. My nigga Bodil. Some niggas want the money, the power, the respect. Fuck this shit. I want all three of them bitches. Heavy shit. That's the definition of heavy. Bitch, I'm heavy. Bitch, I'm heavy. Louis head to toe and something foreign. Fuck a Chevy. Money everywhere. Money everywhere. Money everywhere. I'm heavy in it.
Sneaker news.
Salute YouTube. Peace to the earths and gods, and go mob to the fret. Thanks for joining us again for another exciting episode of Ace Heavy Kickz, where we look at cool kicks for the common collector. People like yourself and people like me, Ace the Young Heavy. You feel me? So we got a lot of exciting stuff this week. We're looking at the top 10 sneakers released this far in 2022. We're very excited about that. And so we're going to look at the top sneakers that have come out. We got a Zoom video coming out that we're going to show you guys right now with myself and my guy, MrCorleone. But before we do that, let's talk about some of the news this week. First of all, we got the new Fendi and Versace collaboration, Fendace. I don't know if they're doing shoes yet. I haven't had a chance to get into it. But man, is it exciting to look at both Fendi and Versace having a collaboration on the gear side. Definitely got to get a couple of those tops and sweaters for the wintertime. So be on the lookout for that. Also, in news this week, we have the... I want to take an opportunity to look at this category. Should we categorize shoes by how they will look when they get dirty? You know what I'm saying? The stinkability of it. Does that matter? Is that something that matters to you? I know when I buy shoes, I wonder, when they get dirty, are they gonna look better? You know what I mean? Is it gonna be a better looking shoe as it progresses, as it gets dirty, etc.? Without further ado, let's go ahead on and check out our Zoom video for this week. Don't forget, we're sponsored by On My Soul Wraps. Okay, so if you're a smoker, these are organic. All right, they slow burn, and it's also a black-owned company. So check them out. All right, peace to them for sponsoring this week, and send me some more of those. All right. Let's go to our Zoom video for this week. Salute YouTube. Peace to the earths and gods. Go mob to the frat. We got a very, very special segment today. Here with me, MrCorleone himself. And we're talking about top 10 sneaker releases this year so far, 2022. So far. All right, we know there's some more hot stuff coming out, but this year has been a year of some hot releases. Some people say slow, sneaker market crashing, but hey, man, we got some hot stuff to talk about. Hey, talk to him, brother. What's happening?
Peace to the gods, man. Thank you, brother, for allowing me to come on the channel. Salute to the Ace Heavy Camp. Just very excited and thankful to just be in the building today and talk to you. We chop it up every day, but for us to really come together, this is something that we've been thinking about for a while, so I'm excited to be in the building with you, brother. And before we even start, I just had to know, like, what's on feet right now? What you got on your feet right now at this moment, sir?
Well, right now, I already told the people that what make it real lazy for me to wear shoes is the foam runners. And I got those Moon foam runners on my feet right now. Yes, and like, man, with them, I really don't wear shoes. You know what I'm saying? Especially in the house to the corner store and all that. How about yourself, though, King? What you rocking right now?
I got some SB flip-flops now. We went in the store. I had got some flip-flops. They tore up. But I got
already? We just got them.
I know, because they slip on the foot. So I got some green SB flip-flops on.
Okay.
Well, shout out to the squad. Shout out to everybody that's watching. Really appreciate you taking time out of your day to view my brother. And salute to you, King, for doing the work. You've been doing the work. I'm very proud of you. And let's just get this going. Hit the like button, share, and support. And thank you for the opportunity to be here.
Hey, man. Hey, the feeling is mutual, brother. You know what I'm saying? I've been knowing this man for 25 years, something like that. 24,
Amen.
25, a long time, man. The rocking a long time. Let's get to it, y'all. So we got the top 10 sneaker releases of 2022 so far. Like to start it off by talking about something that I did not put on my list personally, my honorable mentions. First up would be the Air Jordan 1 Rebellionaire. And the reason why I put that on there as an honorable mention, first of all, it deserves a spot on the list. But because once you see my list and what I got on there and the bangers on there, you maybe understand why not. But it's a super hot shoe. I thought that the price point was going to be a lot higher when it first came out. It was around that 400, 500 range, depending upon the size. Now it's been dropped into the mid twos, so it's still going for over retail in the resale market, but the hype over that shoe is not what some people thought it was going to be. I always thought it was just a hot shoe. I didn't care whether it was hyped or not. You know, I was talking about it months before it came out. My second one is the Air Jordan 185 Georgetown. And the reason why I did not put that particularly on the list is because I don't see myself wearing it. So It's hard for me to talk about rank things that I don't think that I would put on. However, that is a high shoe. I appreciate them reigniting the original 85 silhouette. You can get your money. If you could have got a pair for retail somewhere around, you definitely can get your money in the resale market. So, I think it's definitely worth an honorable mention. How about you, brother?
So my first honorable mention is going to be the Air Max 1. This dropped on Air Max Day, which is called the Blueprint. It's a very dope silhouette. That powder blue, man, it was just awesome. I didn't hit, so I didn't really go for them. They're actually going for a decent price right now. So if you're interested, I would definitely check them out. But it's just a baby blue silhouette, just a nice colorway. And I thought that should have been like one of the top shoes for Air Max, but it was just a lot of other stuff that was going on. But that's one of my shoes. And then my next one is going to be the Jordan 2 a la Monier with that cracked leather. Of course, that shoe has a lot of meaning, and I hope we get into that later. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of different black creators who have like really strong messages and passionate messages behind their shoes. So I'm very excited, you know what I'm saying? I wish I had got them, but I didn't. In my opinion, I feel like I got the best Jordan 2 on the market, you know what I'm saying? So I just leave it at that. Hold on.
You want to tell them what that is? Or?
I do have it with me. The Jordan 2. This is the Don C, the beach colorway, the blue one, either one. But definitely I feel like this is the top, unless you have the original Jordan 2, but yeah, those are my honorable mentions.
Okay, dope. Both shoes, in my opinion, it could have made the list, depending upon how you organize your stuff and how you prioritize it.
And let me say this before you begin. Mind you, this is our top 10, right? Your top 10 might be completely different for the year. You know, these are shoes that we really like. I really go for what I like, and he goes for what he likes. Right. Just to put that out there.
Only that. All right. Rock your shoes and buy what you like. Those two things. You remember nothing else. Rock your shoes and buy what you like. Because we know what happens to shoes when you don't wear them.
Exactly.
They say crumble like a cookie. All right. So let's look at number 10. Number 10 up. Ace Heavy Camp for myself of the year. I had to have in it the Adidas Gucci collaboration, the Adidas Gazelles. I think that's a very high shoe. The retail was super high on that when it came out, around like the $850 range, I believe. Forgive me if I'm wrong, but that shoe is a shoe that I will wear. I wear with casual fit, or I will wear with like, just a street fit, where I was planning on wearing some gym shoes. You can maybe dress that up, dress your look up a little bit. It could have been higher on the list, but the reality of me actually acquiring those shoes, I mean, the retail was so high. The resale is 100 over that. So I don't think I'll be going for it. So, I'll leave that at 10. How about you, King? Where you at? Number 10.
I love that shoe, by the way. My number 10 shoe is going to be the SB Dunk Low Bart Simpson. I just really love that colorway. I love the materials on the shoe. It's just really nice suede on there. And my size, I wear like a 12 and a half. Sometimes I go 13. You looking at maybe 265 to grab it right now on StockX. So it's a really dope colorway, especially if you're a fan of the Simpsons. I know you're a big fan of the Simpsons. So yeah, that's my number 10.
in case y'all forget, this is the man that I got the Krusty the Clown Adidas from. So you know what I'm saying, which I'm looking at right now, and I'm looking at my Krusty the Clown shirt that I had to go with it that I haven't worn. I'm literally looking at it right now in my room. You gotta come visit the studio too, bro. One of these days when you come out this way.
Yeah, we gotta make something. We gonna make a record.
Yeah, right. We're gonna be looking at shoes. We're gonna be making some heat. Damn right. I actually like the Marge, the highs for those, the Marge Simpson version of those SP Dunks. I definitely like that series. But for me, a high dunk is sexier than a low dunk. Personally, just on the dunk.
I agree.
Yeah, and then that colorway, I like blue and gold. For me, something about blue and gold is hot. And then also, you know, peace to Sigma Gamma Rho and the auxiliary organization, Sigma Gamma Romeos, all the Romeos out there. Peace. I know that colorway definitely is something that they would love. And then also, I just want to say real quick, shout out to all the ladies Sigma Gamma Rho that are celebrating 100 years this weekend. That's Centennial in Indiana, man. Salute to you guys. That is amazing. Let's continue to keep these bastions of Black excellence within our community, these organizations going and thriving. So let's keep it moving. Number 9. My number 9, bro. I got the Yeezy 350 Turtle Doves. You know, that's a sought after shoe. It's a re-release. So technically it's not a new shoe for this year. It's a re-release, but it's a shoe that was released this year so far. It's hot. I don't have to have that shoe, but at the same time, you know, getting that shoe, it looks like with the market with the Yeezys, the ones with the SPLY 350 on the side, I think it's the V2 version or whatever. Those have kind of went down in the market, and the regular ones without the label and the name on them have kind of elevated. So, I mean, there's reason to believe that those Turtle Doves gonna go up, man. What you think about that?
I like those shoes. I wouldn't buy them personally. I feel like it's like the original 350, dope silhouette. But at the time, I think when that shoe originally came out, I wasn't even feeling Yeezys the way that I feel about them now. I think when those zebras and all those other different colorways started to come out, that's when I really started to get attached. So I'm surprised to see it on your list, but I'm not surprised because I know that you've become a huge Yeezy fan over the years recently. But for me, it's a no, it's a negative, but I understand if people got it on the list, most definitely.
Right.
My number 9 would pretty much be the Air Jordan 1 Georgetown with that 85 cut. I just think it's just a dope silhouette. Me personally, I didn't go for the shoe. I'm not really interested in the shoe, but I love how high it is, how high that cut is. I think it's just a clean shoe, clean silhouette. And it deserves to be on the list, as you said earlier. And, you know, that's really it for that shoe.
Yeah, definitely. I agree, man. Coming in at number 8, the Air Jordan 2, Nina Chanel Abney. Now, you already spoke about a lot of the collabs coming out, some of the Black designers that are really getting a chance to eat these days, and particularly Nike has taken that opportunity to, you know, offer the fig leaf or reach a hand and give these newer, undiscovered or not as well-known developers and designers an opportunity to collab with them and make some heat. So Nina Chanel Abney is one of those. Mason Chateau Rouge, Manye. I mean, we can go on and on. But I'm definitely excited about what I've seen from Nina Chanel Abney. That is a very, in my opinion, minimalized shoe. You know, and it definitely has that boot look. Twos, just like those Union 2 LAs, you know, they look good, but when you put them on, do you really want a big boot on? You know, like you got a special foot or something. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, shout out to all the people who had to wear special boot at club foot or something, like Damon Wayans when they was little, you know. Through that cartoon he had, when he was little baby, his foot was like that. Yeah. Anyway, that's not nice though. But yeah. Anyway, I like those. I wouldn't necessarily wear them, but I was on the fence and I almost grabbed them when they came out. So yeah, that's why they make the list for me number 8. How about you?
Dope silhouette, man. It's a dope silhouette. Again, it ain't this right here. You know what I'm saying? Like I really don't care about it, but and it did not make my list to be honest with you, but I do. I like the shoe. I like the detail, the craftsmanship, and then it, like you said earlier, it does give people a space to see other creators get down and put they some on. I think this is the year the Jordan 2, of course, you talked about it earlier on your channel. about this being the year of the Jordan 2. And I think out of all the Jordan 2s that have dropped this year, I think it is probably one of the dopest. Now, I haven't had the Alamanier in hand, that Jordan 2 Alamanier, but I would say that one will probably be the next 2 cleanest one, in my opinion. Yeah.
I absolutely agree with that.
And to go to the next shoe, what we on, number 8?
Yeah.
So number 8 on my list is going to be the Jordan 4 Military Black. Now, this shoe in particular is some heat. And I almost pulled the trigger on it. I really love, the toe box, you know what I'm saying? Around the toe, just everything, that little minimal suede that's on there. The black and white, you can wear that with anything. But what I did was I ended up pulling the trigger on the actual cement 4s. For some reason, the market has been very low, and I got them at a very nice price. So I ended up just getting those, but I would not be surprised if I can get them for retail or below retail. I would definitely put those in the collection just so I can have those so I can wear, anytime I want to rock something like that. So, and they're going for like $318 right now, so I doubt that happens. And they're probably going to go up as the market starts to change. But definitely, I think it's a dope silhouette, and it deserves to be on the list, in my opinion.
Yeah, I agree with you, bro, and I think it goes right in the tandem with my number 7, which was the Air Jordan 4 Military Black.
Yes,
I like that shoe. I wouldn't buy it. I love all 4s. 4s are my favorite silhouette of any Jordan. Anything about me, if I can have any mic, if I just had to have one, it'd be Jordan 4. It'd be the red ones, black, red, and gray, or it would be the cement original. Those like the perfect shoe, whatever, the suit, anything. In my personal opinion, we get married in it. I think I did. One of the times, I think I did. But Military Black is a shoe, like, again, it's supposed to be, in terms of a celebratory perspective, it's the year of the 7, right? Because it's the anniversary. However, a lot of people don't rock with the 7s like that. It's not one of the more popular silhouettes, although I like 7s. They're not one of the more popular silhouettes. But in terms of collabs, we're seeing them put a lot of energy behind the 2s. I mean, we got J Balvin's coming up. We've seen the Alamaniers, had 2 colorways, the Gray Fog and the Rattan Orange of the Union LA's 2s. And we're expecting more collabs coming down. The ones we just spoke about, the Maison Chateau Rouge, and then also the Nina Chanel Abbey. So I do expect to see more 2s, but 4s is what have taken the place in terms of popularity, right? It wasn't planned of the 1s. It took that spot, right? So for me, I would love to have just about any colorway from 4 as long as they make sense. Right. I personally bought those infrareds. In fact, I got those right here because I was about to rock those when I changed my fit today. I prefer these personally over the Military 4s, the infrareds. But the Military 4s are way more rockable. For most people, easier to shoot a match with an outfit, and it's going to have more value on the resale market. These are going just a little bit over retail, I think around that $230, $240 range. So again, you're talking about an extra $80, $85 resale value in terms of the Air Jordan 4 Military Black. So it makes sense that those would be higher up on the list, but preference wise, you know what I'm saying, I would probably do the infrared.
I feel you. The infrared, I'm not really feeling that shoe, but I understand where you're coming from. My number,
like the pink or whatever. They don't like the pink. The pink.
I guess.
Whatever. I don't know. It's not pink. Whatever. Salmon.
My number 7, man. My number 7 is going to be the New Balance 550 Joe Freshgood Conversation Among Us. This is actually the first time I ever went for a New Balance online. I do own 1 pair of New Balance, so I've really been trying to get into them. They're extremely comfortable. But Joe Freshgood, for those who don't know, he is Chicago, west side of Chicago, born and raised like me and Ace. So very passionate about his messages that he puts in his shoes. And the conversation among us, pretty much as I said earlier, is like really a conversation among us, like we're having right now, a conversation among us. And the clothing that went with this particular shoe silhouette was dope. So this is a basketball shoe. It's pretty much all in a sail type color with a hint of green and a splash of yellow in like one part near the tongue. But it's just a dope silhouette. Most people really like 550s as a everyday sneaker, or even as a basketball sneaker. I know they really like the highs, but for me, it was the first time I had ever went for a shoe I didn't hit. You know what I'm saying? So I was really, you know what I'm saying, salty that I didn't hit on them. They're actually going for $250 right now. My size, which is size 12. So I was kind of hoping that I would, you know, like I might go and get them. But for right now, because they only went for like $110, that's a little bit too steep for me to spend on such a very minimal shoe. I would definitely call it a minimal shoe. What you think about that shoe, brother?
You know what? When I look at that shoe, and I was going through my notes this morning and looking at your list, doing my list, making notes on yours, man, that shoe made me think about my dad, bro. To be honest with you, you know, it's like the perfect dad shoe. But my dad always wore like clean shit. Like he would have rocked some New Balance. He would have rocked some Mikes, long as they was like minimalist Mikes or something. That, you know what I mean? Like a white or a cream. And so I was looking at them. I'm like, man, my pops would have rocked the hell out of them. And so, you know, again, when we look at like the background on that shoe, you know what I'm saying, the development on it, how could you not like it? You know what I mean? And it's definitely something, if I could pick it up and it didn't, I didn't have to put a lot of effort into it, I'd definitely grab and that'd be my shoe for the week or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Exactly. Absolutely. That's where it fits in for me. Coming in at number 6, that Nike Louis Vuitton Air Force One. Now, specifically, I'm talking about the one that they didn't re-release, that you cannot get. The one you got to spend that $250,000, $300,000 to get. And that's the one with the traditional damier and also the Louis Vuitton monogramming across it or whatever, in that colorway, the brown and tan or whatever, in the patina. I love that shoe. If I could get my hands on it, or Nike Louis Vuitton, wink, wink. I know my account is not goated at Louis Vuitton, but at the same time, Louis Vuitton, if you listen, you know me, Adam Bates, I have been shopping with y'all for over 25 years.
Come on,
we're not new to this. We do this, all right? And you can check my account all across the world, not just in Chicago, you know what I'm saying, outside the country as well. So, Louis, put your brother on, man. I need them. Send me them. I'll review them. I'll wear them. I jump out of plane with them on, all of that. You know? I got a fight coming up on the 13th. I can't wear shoes on the mat, but right before, you know what I'm saying, I'll wear them and take them off. I love that shoe, man. What you think about it?
I think it's a dope shoe. I was a little against it being on the list, but it does need to be on the list because...
On what grounds? On what grounds, though? You didn't want it to be on
well, I mean, that's a shoe that's going to be hard to obtain. You talking about, you know what I'm saying, $7,000 to $10,000 for a sneaker, you know what I'm saying, that a lot of people, I know myself, I can't get it. Now, you, on the other hand, you could get it, right? But that's a big ticket, right?
Right, exactly.
You know, shout out to Virgil, rest in peace to the God, you know what I'm saying? Also, you know, Rockford, but you can always say Chicago. Just I love the unboxing of the shoe. I love everything that comes with the shoe. And I'm not trying to plug this channel, but the DNA show, he did a premiere unboxing of the actual sneaker, which I love. I think it's just premium. It's the ultimate premium. It makes the Dior sneaker look like, I ain't want to curse, but it's like next level. It's just next level, man. I think it's like one of the dopest shoes, if not the dopest shoe. If you wanted to say best shoe of 2022, I would definitely put that higher. That would be number 1. But if I could ever get my hands on something like that, that's something you wear once a year and only on special occasions. But I agree with everything you said, 110%, man. Just a dope shoe. Crazy, right? Crazy with the price, but
that box, man.
The box itself comes by
itself, man.
Almost like royalty, because if you shop at Louis Vuitton, it's like everything with Louis Vuitton is luxury. Everything from the bag to the tags, everything is luxury. So imagine just getting something like that and then just being able to rock it. And then if you are rocking it, you can't be like just going to some regular event. You got to be going somewhere like for real, in my opinion, right?
Yeah, real talk.
Yeah.
There ain't nothing regular about them at all.
Nothing regular about them. So my number 6 is going to be the Joe Fresh Good New Balance, and this is the 9060, and it's called Inside Voices Penny Cookies. So like I said, this brother's from Chicago, so he's really, you know, in his bag with these terms. A lot of people don't know about penny cookies. I'm pretty sure wherever you were at watching this video, you've heard of penny cookies before. But when we was kids, before you went to school, you would go to the candy man to go stock up on everything you need. Yep. And you always get you some penny cookies. And I'm talking about each cookie was a penny. So if you had 50 cents, you get 50 cookies. I think it's a dope silhouette. It just reminds you of that. It has a very vintage feel. And then just everything about the shoe, the whole silhouette, the colorway, the message that's on the back heel of the shoe, just the whole design is just exquisite. It definitely would have been higher up. I did not get it. I actually still want it. And my size is going for $318 on StockX. I probably would have to go up a bigger size though, knowing that, you know, unless it's like a wide foot, it does look wide. So I'm thinking I can fit the 12, but I don't know. But just the colorway, and you know, it's hard to get pink to look good, but with that green and that beige, you know what I'm saying, suede, like the shoe just, man, it's one of the best shoes on my list, man. It's in my opinion, it's a phenomenal shoe. And then to see somebody that's look like me, that's from where I'm from, be able to create and put his own on it, you know, it's just beautiful, man. What you think about it, brother?
Yeah, I definitely agree. And like you said, I love to support black business, black creators, black designers. We are black creators. You know, we design things, and we know what that trajectory is in terms of thought to product and how difficult it could be and how little help sometimes you'll have either from the industry or from friends or from market, et cetera, in terms of making this shit happen. Dope shoe. I also wanted to mention that this show, and it'll be mentioned in other areas in the show as well, is sponsored by On My Soul Blunt Wraps and Joint Wraps. That is a black-owned company in Chicago. They got some excellent Britt. Could you give me them blunt wraps? I'm sorry. I'm going to show those real quick too. These brothers, man, they gave me a lot of blunt wraps and joints. I'm not saying I do smoke. However, if I did, I would certainly use On My Soul Blunt Wraps. All right. The issue with a lot of wraps and things like that, they don't stick, or they don't, so I've heard, they don't stick when you're trying to roll them, you know what I mean, or they burn too fast. These wraps address both of those concerns. They burn slow, and they also wrap, they stay wrapped. So On My Soul, black owned, from the west side of Chicago, On My Soul, I don't know if it's showing, On My Soul Blunt Wraps, they were the sponsor for today's episode, and I appreciate y'all for doing that. And send me some more blunt wraps, okay? Because I like them. Because people around me smoke, and I want to share with my friends. Exactly. Let's keep it going, man. Let's keep it going. Ace Heavy Camp. Thank you, MrCorleone. Let's knock out these next 5. So my number 5, Alma Manier Air Jordan 2. I'm not gonna say much about that. Talk about a lot on the channel. I want them. You're going over to our shop, top 3 today. And if some came in, someone sold some, or was able to pick up some somewhere, I'm grabbing them today because I want them. They're a nice shoe. And I can't wait to see the Armour 4s. And they talking about they released the Armour 12s. They got some black and auburn Armour 12s, and then they got some all white with auburn or brown, maroon.
Oh, Amy tagged me on it, but I wasn't feeling them 12s, man. I ain't gonna lie. The color,
not the black ones, not the black ones. The flipping it. Not the white.
I never had 12s. You know what I'm saying? I never had 12s. I think if I was to get 12s, it'd be flu games, but I love the cracked leather. I mean, I would love to like have the Jordan 2s in hand. Yeah. I think it's a better shoe in hand than just watching videos and looking at pictures. So, you know, I definitely would like to see that shoe in hand.
Agreed. Definitely agreed on that one, bro. Where you sitting there for number 5?
My number 5 is gonna be new because I just put this on the list. But
he had a couple revisions, y'all. He got a couple revisions.
Yeah, I did have I took some. I took the pennies off my list, right? I took the Air Max pennies off my list because they weren't OG, right? They had some OG effects on it, but they weren't original gangsters. So, my number 5 shoe is gonna be the Nike SB Dunk Low Pro, and this is in the paisley brown, and this is a dope ass shoe. Excuse my language. A lot of SBs and Ace is really the reason why I started messing with SBs, right? He took me to this store I grabbed some SB Dunks, and all of a sudden I just start seeing all these dope colorways, and I'm like, okay,
very exclusive dunks. Very exclusive.
Yeah, exclusive. I don't have those. They in the box, but this particular dunk, the Paisley, there's this purple, there's this little bitty hint of pink, and then there's brown. But when I seen the brown laces, I was like, oh man, next level. I think your people at Top 3 Kickz have a pair. I just don't know if they had my size. And I think that was the only thing, like maybe they had like a 12 that I probably could have tried on, but I'm thinking I'm gonna need a 13 just because that tongue is so fat for that shoe. But you can actually take off, so it's a skateboard shoe. The more you wear it, the more wear and tear, it actually will come off. And there's this beige that's up under it that just makes the shoe sick. So I watch videos on people like really taking off the actual cover of the Paisley, and it's just a whole nother shoe up under there. It's going for about $240 in a size 13. If I don't hit on them Travs or them Jackie Robinsons this week, I'm pulling the trigger on these to make me feel better.
Straight up.
What you think about them, brother?
I love them shoes. I definitely like anything to transform. I'm a huge Transformer fan. So anything that is something, and the idea of transformation through elevation. Right? A thing is this and can become something even greater, even more amazing, more than meets the eye. And that's what I try to be to everybody out here. It's more than you think I am. You know what I mean? Okay. And so that show is definitely more than meets the eye. So I'm certainly a fan. And I think there should be a quality or qualification on the show or other people's shows, whatever, you know what I'm saying? Along with wearability and comfort and colorway should be stackability or something like that. Like, how the shoe gonna look when they get fucked up? I've had to put that out. But how's the shoe gonna look when it's messed up or whatever? And that's something that I think about personally when I buy shoes. Like, how's the shoe gonna look when it get dirty? When I get stuffs on and stuff. And so I like some shoes. That's a big reason why I like Travis Scott's too. A lot of his ones, Haslows, whatever, because to me, them shoes strike me as shoes, when I jack them up, they're going to still look raw. And I've seen people with them shoes when they didn't put a little wear and tear on, they look fine to me. I'm gonna move on to number 4. I really can't say too much about my top 5. We'll go through them fast because, geez, man, y'all have seen these shoes. The Travis Scott Air Max 1 Baroque. I have that shoe in the collection. It's a hot shoe. The shoes was going not for very much at the time of retail. I can't remember how much it was going for. I think like $150, $140 or something. But those shoes now are around the $300 range, depending upon in the smaller sizes and bigger sizes, closer to 4. But I was able to grab, man. I paid a little bit more. I got them when they first came out. I paid like $525. I got them from Boneyard because that was just a tough. Unless you're gonna get it from StockX, it's just a tough shoe to find. Right. I love the colorway. They're super comfortable. And for me, I used to be a person who had a fat foot, you know, until I had slimmed down a little bit. So I felt like every shoe was too narrow. These shoes are the first Air Max I've had. It could have something to do with my foot being more slender right now, but I felt like I had that support underneath. I didn't feel like my foot was like gonna run over the shoe eventually. And that's a feeling I get with Air Max 1 sometimes Air Max 95s. I didn't have that issue with them. And so that's why I really like that shoe for function and also for flat. You know, and also in terms of stankability, when I get finished rocking them and run them into the ground and start hooping in them and working at them, I think they're going to look sexy then too. So that's why I had to put them at number 4 on my list. Where you at with them and what you got going on?
That's a dope colorway. I like the Saturns a little bit more than I like those, but I do like that colorway. I did try to go for those sneakers. Unfortunately, I didn't hit. A lot of the Travis Scotts, it's not for me where I'm looking at it to like resell. I'm more looking at it like to own and have it in my collection. I really like the silhouette. But I think when I introduced this shoe, I think that I like this shoe more than I like the Travis Scott. The one thing that I really love about the Travis Scott silhouette is that backwards Nike swoosh that really makes it pop. And then I remember you had this fit on with it when we had went out shopping. Just a dope colorway. And I ain't gonna talk about that other thing. We was on the escalator. We'll say that for another video. But I really love that shoe. And as I introduce my number 3, so my number 3 is gonna be the Concepts pack, the Concept sneakers, the Air Max 1. I actually have one pair here. This is the Mellow, but this shoe came out in 3 different types, right? So there was the Mellow, there's the Concepts Far Out, And then there is the other one, which is called the Heavy. Now the Heavy came out, you know what I'm saying? It's got like this orange in it, but I really like this one. I still want the orange too. Each one has velvet laces. You get 3 different sets of laces. There's just so much detail on this shoe, just so much detail. And you see the concepts art right here on the inside. And then on the toe box, there's just so much detail, and no shoe is the same. So even if you were to buy this same shoe, the detail on the shoe is not going to be the same as the other one. And I feel like it deserves to be up there. And it's a shoe that I own, right? It's a shoe that I own. Like I said, this is my list. So yeah, that's my thing. What you think about it, Ace?
Well, first of all, I like them shoes. I think they're very dope. I love the idea of being one of one, regardless of how many they made. You know, none exactly being the same. That's a very dope, sexy idea. My personal favorites would be the ones that come with the special box, which would be far out. You know what I'm saying? If I had to, and the colorway on them is far out too. You know what I'm saying? Yes, so like, if I'm gonna go crazy, let's go crazy. You know, if they had me like a multicolored shirt or something to rock with it, some smooth jeans, I'm ready to go. You know what I'm saying? That's cool for the day. You can sweat that shirt out in the summer. You don't care about that shirt. You know what I'm saying? You can work out in it next week. So I definitely like them. But out of the 3, that would be my favorite. Would be the special shoes, the far outs.
Now in the regular box, they about $500 for that one. But with the special box, it's going up. It's almost like in that $800-900 range, if I'm not mistaken. If I'm wrong, forgive me for that, but I'm thinking it's at least about $800 with that special box.
Now I gotta check the comments.
Down to the last 2, down to the final 2.
That's right. Exactly. I didn't do my 3.
Oh, my bad. I'm sorry. My apologies.
Did you skip your 4?
No, I did my 4.
You did 4?
My
okay.
4 was the Oh, we on our top 3, so we on our top 6. I'm sorry.
Right, because you had just said number 3. Right. You said your last one you said was your number 3. That's what I wanted.
No. My last one was my number 4.
That was number 4. Okay, you said 3 though. Okay, so that was number 4 though. Coming in at number 3 for me would have to be those Union LA Air Jordan 2 Fall Gray. I love this shoe. I just don't like how it look on my foot, and I don't like how it make me feel. It make me feel like I got on a special air shoe, and it's real kind of heavy, bootish. But the color, you can't deny the colorway, you know, and it's definitely along the lines of, like I said, those Sigma Gamma Romeo or Debonair colors. I rock them colors a lot. The Golden State colors, I rock them colors a lot. It's a nice color combo. So for me, that was one of my most sought after shoes I personally wanted. You know, whether they go up in value or not, I really don't give a shit. Like, it's a nice shoe, and I'm gonna rock them. And them shoes, the stankability factor on them gonna look real stanky. They gonna look good when they get dirty. That's a shoe for sure. Them and the ones we're just talking about, the Brooks. I think when they get dirty, they gonna look better than they do right now. What you think of where you at with number 3?
I originally was in love with the shoe. I was also in love with the message by Union. Of course, there was a lot that went on with that Union shoe, and I was part of that. Where I had purchased some stuff, and they took the money out, and I had to wait a week to get it back. And it salted me on the shoe, and that's the main reason why it's not on my list. Mm-hmm. And why no union products are going to be on my list. It really soured me on the company. We are supposed to give people another chance. Maybe one day I will. But I think in particular, just to talk about the shoe, it's a dope silhouette. I think that colorway in particular was the best compared to the rattan, even though the rattan I think is going for a little bit more right now. The clothes that they put together with those shoes, man, are phenomenal in my opinion. But I just really think it's a dope silhouette, and you rock them the best in my opinion.
Thank you, King.
I love the shoe. Union, they really salted me on their business and just how they conducted business. So, you know, but we're not here for that. We're here to judge the actual sneaker. I love the sneaker, but I'm really pissed at Union. So, and I will go to my number 3, which is going to probably be a shock to a lot of people. But my number 3 is going to be the Travis Scott Reverse Mocha Lows. This is a shoe that's going to be coming out in a couple of days. I believe that I will hit on the sneaker app and I will get these shoes. But in particular, I just really think it's a dope silhouette. It's a reverse of the original colorway. If I do hit on these shoes, my goal is to get the high original Travis Scott Jordan 1s. That's a shoe that I could have gotten and I didn't get because I was like kind of down on the pink laces, and then I did not realize how big and huge that sneaker was going to be. But this particular shoe, even if I get it and I can't get that shoe, I would keep these. I would not sell these. I think it's just a dope silhouette. I just think it's just beautiful. The leather on these Travis Scotts is phenomenal. It's that buttery, soft leather, right? You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
So, I mean, I know you're gonna elaborate more on the shoe, so I'll let you take it when it's, are they on your list? Are they on your list?
You know what's on my list, bro. I got them, baby.
You know what? I looked at it one time, but I said I'm not going because I know all of the sneakers that you pick, and I can talk about them, but I didn't want to keep looking at it, and you know what I'm saying, like that. So.
You're right. I feel it. No, it's a natural fit, bro. We go right into my number 2, Travis Scott Air Jordan 1 low reverse mochas. Those are number 2 on my list. I will be grabbing them. There's no ifs, ands, buts. I will be getting 2 when the hype is here. If I can hit on the app, I hope I hit. If I hit this time, my man said I'm due for a dub. Yeah. So if I hit, you know what I mean? And Lord Jesus Christ said these shoes for you this week, I'm going to get them and I'm going to use them as trade bait to get the Travis Scott Fragment highs, OG highs, because I've been wanting those. The prices dipped on 13s and on, I want to say 11, either 11 and a half or 11s. Both of those are around the $200, $2,300 range this week, which is nuts because them shoes is $4,000 shoes. So if I could hit on those kicks for $150, well, however much they're gonna cost, $160, and then I can at least the market for them right now is around $1,800 in most of the bigger sizes. So if I can take that and they give me $800 trade credit toward the frags, and I only got to pay $400 for some shoes I've been wanting since last summer. I got vaccinated just to be able to go get them shoes. So, I really want them. They're still at the top of my list.
Right.
I just didn't win that raffle, so wasn't no point to go to California because they were released during the pandemic. When people, you couldn't travel or anything like that without, a special card and a special needle in your arm or whatever, But anyway.
Good question. So when they come out, do you think how low do you think they're gonna dip in price for what they're going to right now?
I see them
go up.
Okay, so they were initially higher than the fragment lows, right? I'm gonna use that as a barometer because the OG lows was too long ago. The market has changed too much, so I don't want to use that as a market move or indicator. I would say the frags were lesser in anticipation before they dropped, right? The frags weren't as high now as these are. So I'm thinking that these are going to retain more value than the frags. Initially, the frags are hitting somewhere around, people were wearing them during All-Star game, and we've seen some other celebrities wearing them. So they went from, when they settled around at 13, they went back up to around the 16 or 17, depending upon, and the boutiques will put their tax on it. Right. I think that shoe is definitely going to go beyond that $1,500 range and probably sit there. I don't see it staying at 18 though after release, but it's not going to dip below 15. I don't see it happening. But if I had to pay the money, I would go get them. They release on the 23rd. If I don't hit, I'm gonna go bam anyway. I already got the money.
I already know what you all. I just want to, and I'm pretty sure I could get a trade for those original ones. High, even if I had to put come out my pocket a little bit, but I was looking at the price and I'm thinking I should be able to get those when I hit on them, you gotta speak it into existence.
That's right.
When we hit on them, right?
That's right.
I'm trading mine in for those particular. And I'm pretty sure that it shouldn't be a problem for me to get those. If I have to sell them, it will be because I really did not feel them.
Right.
But in my opinion, I think it's just a dope silhouette, which is going to lead me into number 2, which is going to be the Dunk Low Jackie Robinson, 75 years. And I'm not a big baseball fan, right? But Jackie Robinson, he broke the color barrier, but shout out to the Negro League and all the players that became before him that really put the pavement and set the pavement for us to be able to, play these sports, but not only play these sports, but dominate these sports, right? dominate these sports the right way and play the game the right way. Jackie Robinson is a hero. He's a black hero of black history. And this shoe is probably the best dunk that I've seen all year. The detail on the dunk, the words, the meaning behind it, just everything about it, from the laces to the tongue with the 75 on it, descriptions that's in detail within the shoe. This shoe came out earlier in the year. A lot of people, it got backdoored. It was going for thousands of dollars, right? Mm-hmm. Now it's at that minimum. Even in my size of 12, it's going for about $600, right? It drops on the 19th, which is right around the corner. I'm looking to hit on this, and I'm looking to keep this shoe in my sneaker collection. I think it's one of the best dunks that I've ever seen. The colorway, I wish the outsole was a blue, but I understand why they made it that black on the outsole. But I just really feel that it's just a dope silhouette. The colorway is intense. And I know you were sending me jerseys, because he's basically letting me know I'm hitting on them shoes, right? So he's sending me Brooklyn jerseys, you know what I'm saying? He's sending me the jerseys like, hey, go ahead and grab that when you get those Jackie Robinson. So I appreciate that, Kane. What you think about the shoe, brother?
Man, for me, it's a must-have. It'll probably be one of the first 1 or 2 dunk lows that I purchase when I grab them. I'm waiting for the market to settle. It's a hot shoe. I love the story, the backstory with Jackie Robinson. Obviously, I'm not a hype master, so people jump on like I wasn't going to go see 42 when everyone was going to see it. You know what I mean?
Right.
Going to Bad Admission in this jersey. I already got Jackie Robinson jersey around something.
Okay.
For a long time. You know what I mean? Like we've been down or whatever. I like the shoe. I always like when shoes hit and they have a story behind them, and people, whether they respect, you know what I'm saying, that they respect the shoe game or they try to respect the man, you can't deny the shoe. You know what I mean? Because when you put together excellence with excellence, it's gonna excel. So shout out to Jackie Robinson, you know what I'm saying, his family. And shout out to Nike for putting together a dope collab, man. You've been talking about these shoes for a long time. And so I'm glad that they're getting close to where you can actually get a hand on them. I remember people was asking you to actually get the shoes. For them, like, whoa, hold on. I don't even
want them, but I ain't gonna lie to you, right? I'm going for a 12, Jack. I'm not going for no 8.5 or none of that. I'm going for a 12. Now, if I don't hit, I don't hit. But I'm pretty sure the sneaker is gonna drop in price. It's not gonna drop to $200, but I definitely think it should drop into at least a $300, maybe $400 range. And if it's at that, I'm probably gonna pull the trigger. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Makes sense to me. Yeah. Coming in at number 1.
Number 1. Give it to us, brother.
I got to give it up to my personal favorite basketball player of all time, Kobe Mamba Mentality Bryant. Although he's the second best basketball player of all time, he's my personal favorite because I always felt like I was made to feel as if I didn't have any athletic ability when I was young. And, you could argue that Mike just had more natural talent, but Kobe willed himself to be at the same level of excellence as Mike. And so, through just sheer force of will and hard work, you know what I'm saying, I've been able to train my body and being able to compete not only in martial arts, but hopefully soon in basketball and in other sports as well, high school and so forth, so on, in tennis, etc., and be able to compete that pro amateur or pro level, and perform in excellence just because you want it so bad. So for me, my number 1 shoe would have to be the Nike Kobe 6 Protro Mamba C, the Sweet 16, right? Rest in peace to him and to his daughter Gigi, man. It still don't sit right with me. It still don't even feel real. But Kobe's alive, just like anybody who leave us, who we still talk about, who we still elevate in word and in memory. So, you know what I'm saying? He's still with me and I need them shoes, bro. The last 2 conventions that I went to, I tried to grab some, but they was way over market. And so, I wasn't trying to do it. I definitely couldn't hit. Nobody really hit when they were released. I think the release was botched in my opinion. Yeah. Not just the foundations part of it. No disrespect to the family, how they did anything, but with that foundation release and then also the general release, it's pretty crappy. But if I can't get myself a hand on them, not only am I going to get them, I'm going to rock them and I'm going to hoop in them. Because Kobe's would be at the top of my list of the hooping shoes. You know, the Kobe AD NXTs that I had, the self-lacing joints, those were my hooping shoes for 2021, I want to say, most of 2021. Now I'm hooping in the KD 14s, but the Kobe 6 Pro Tro Mamba CG Sweet 16s, my number one shoe of the year, because it's one I still don't have. It's a hot shoe. It's not the most expensive. We talked about expensive. Jackie Robinson's cost more, I believe, right now. Those obviously those Travis Scott reverse smoker one lows cost more. It's not about price. It's not even about the world's popularity. It ain't no hype mess, hype beast. It's about what I want. And the shoe, if I can put my hands on it right now and put it on my foot, and I kiss that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? It would be those.
Mad at you.
How you feel about that, King? Where you at? What's your number?
I love the shoe. I love the silhouette. I think it has a lot of meaning, not only for the legacy of Kobe Bryant and his daughter, but it just has a lot of meaning to his wife that, you know, at the time, she wasn't even going to deal with Nike.
Right.
She decided to reconcile, bring that back, and to create that silhouette and use Gigi's school colorway. I think it's just dope. Yeah. I was very upset that I wasn't even able to even try to get the shoe. And I am, you know, I'm not blaming the foundation, and I'm blaming somebody, right? But I'm not blaming the foundation. I really felt like this particular shoe, everybody should have had an opportunity to get it, right? Because everybody loved Kobe Bryant, and I think it should have came out with a huge over mass production.
But so that's what they said initially, right? Ain't that what they said initially?
I thought everybody should have had it. Nobody should be denied. There should be no reason for resellers to put tax on it in any way, and then this money, everybody gets to buy it. That means the money gets to go to the foundation to support.
They should have
instead of being a high price shoe, and you have this low turnout of people that's able to get it. Most people still have them, you know, locked away, waiting for somebody to pull the trigger on that big price range. So dope silhouette. I had some protos. I had the championship 5s, but I had got into a little financial problem where I ended up selling that shoe and the Kobe jersey. I hit on both of them on the sneakers app.
I remember that.
And I sold both of them, but I sold them for good money. I got good money. It was like really the first time I had really resold since I sold my Yeezy boots, but dope colorway. I think, you know, the meaning behind the shoe is just what it is. Rest in peace to Kobe. I wasn't a huge Kobe fan when he was in the game. I think I more became a fan of him as his career started to wind down. And he taught me a lot. He taught me a lot off of the court about business, about a Mamba mentality, about really certifying yourself as a man. And, you know, to his family, I say, you know, may he always rest in peace, and his legacy lives through us, his fans and his family. So definitely a dope shoe. I hope you get it. I know you're going to get it because you're not going to be stopped. No. Which brings me to my number one, which is going to be, and I'm going to scroll to it right now like I don't know what it is, the Jordan 1 Rebellionaire.
Yeah.
That is my number one shoe.
I love that shoe, man.
I love this shoe. And I have to give Ace his flowers because we were both going for this shoe. He had went, I think you went Hawaii. Yeah. I wanted to surprise you when you got back that I had got him. I spent a lot more than I should have being thirsty. The details on this shoe is crazy. The message behind the shoe, this red right here. But the thing that I love this shoe the most is that when you put this on your feet, it is comfortable.
Yes.
This is the most comfortable Jordan 1 that I have in my collection.
Facts.
And that is facts. And it had a little smell to it right when it first came. I aired it out, right? I don't have that smell anymore. But when you put this shoe on feet, the attention that you get when you put it on, everybody like, man, what are those? You'd be surprised how many people don't know about sneakers as much as we would know about sneakers. The meaning behind this shoe, man, I'm telling you, this sneaker right here is the most comfortablest shoe. And I was like, man, I don't even want to wear it. I was really down when he had did me a favor. Can I tell the story?
Yeah, of course.
I had one of my friends, he's trying to do music, and Ace had put up some shoes, some Jordan 1s that he had put up. And when he put those Jordan 1s up, I wanted to get my friend the shoes. So I traded some Yeezy basketball sneakers with him. And when he pulled up, he had these on. And I was like, damn, he got them on already. But it's a different look when they're on feet.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, when you look at them right here, they look all like, man, this too much. This too much. I'm telling you, when you put these joints on feet, it's a whole nother level. And then he had these shoelaces where he had black right here and then the red up at the top, which is just his way of making it even sicker. I'm telling you, man, this shoe right here, man, this is my #1 shoe so far of 2022. And yeah, the price ain't what it should be or what people think it's going to be, but I don't care about that. It's my #1. It's about what I like and what I think. And that's my opinion on this shoe. And I'm about to get another pair because I've worn these a lot. Right, yeah. I've really worn these. Look, I've worn these a lot, right? But I get crazy compliments when I'm in the streets with these on. And I definitely know what I'm saying. It deserves to be #1 in my opinion. What's your thoughts, brother?
Well, I listed that as an honorable mention. In terms of shoes that get the most miles on them that I've actually worn this year, that would be top 2, top 3 shoe. Again, it's unfair. The most worn shoe I have are the Moon, the MX, whatever, the Moon foam runners, because it's not a shoe. And I got to get up and go somewhere. I got to go to the liquor store right now. I'm going to put them on, and then I'm going to come back. But before I had the runners, the Rebellionaires was my everyday shoe. Okay, yeah. And it's because it was just so freaking comfortable. Like, you know what I'm saying? You can't get around that. And, I'm going to have to triple up on those. I haven't had a chance yet. I tripled up on the Soul Flies. I doubled up on the Soul Flies. I doubled up on the Patent Breads. So some of the ones that have dipped, I think are hot shoes that are definitely going to go up. You know what I'm saying? Doubling up on them. And this would be a shoe I probably would triple up on. So I want to have me another pair just to wear and then probably one to put up because I think they're going to go up. I think they'll
look at the box. Look at the detail in the paper of the box. The detail, everything in this shoe is premium in my opinion. Now, a lot of people might not like the leather to feel, but when you put them on feet, man, all that don't matter. I'm telling you.
They're super
I have a lot of Jordan 1s. I'm looking at them right now. It is the most comfortable Jordan 1 I have in my collection. And I'm about to get another pair.
Absolutely.
I'm about to get another pair.
With that being said, y'all, that concludes our top 10. What are y'all top 10 releases so far for 2022? Drop a comment down below or DM either one of us. Hey, look.
Don't sleep on this.
Yes, if I come across a pair of them, I'm gonna grab them today.
Don't sleep.
Y'all leave a comment. Let us know what are y'all top 10. These are our top 10. Again, this is what we like. Like what you like and wear your shoes, okay? But because we wear ours and we like what we like. And a lot of the shoes that we said that we wanted to grab or are gonna grab or did grab or whatever that's on our list of top 10, it's stuff we was looking at before, either it had hype to it or before the market raised on the price or whatever the market was where it would be desirable. Okay, we've been on the shoes that we were personally on. We probably talk about months in advance, like the Rebellionaires. We talk about months in advance the Union LAs, months in advance the Yeezy Turtle Doves. I think you were the first one to tell me about the Turtle Doves that was getting ready to be re-released. So I appreciate y'all, Ace Heavy Camp. We're gonna go on to the next segment. I appreciate you, MrCorleone, the Don. Couldn't have did it without you, bro. One of my biggest inspirations for starting the channel, you and Break. You know what I'm saying? Y'all trailblazers ahead of me in turn and pioneers with this YouTube thing. And I'm kind of new in the game, but I'm trying to do it big. So I appreciate y'all energy, all the help, bro. And peace.
Let me add one thing for you do that great intro, right? Yeah. If y'all really like this right here, we got a lot of other stuff that we could talk about, man. Absolutely. So leave it in the comment section and let him know if you really rocking with it, because there's a lot of other things besides sneakers that we can definitely talk about.
Absolutely.
I thank you again for allowing me to come on the channel and for blessing me with knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. We brothers from another. I love you.
Love you too,
I love
bro.
your family, and I just thank you for the time, man. Appreciate you, King.
I appreciate you, King. Love, life, and loyalty. Peace, y'all. Elevate.
Sneakers for retail.
Sneakers for retail. This week, I didn't have a lot of opportunity to go and search for sneakers for retail, but I can tell you that Nike Air Pennies are available not just at outlets, but also at stores. And those are really hot shoes right now. Although it's caught a wave, you can still grab some for retail. Social Status and Penny have an exclusive release coming out very soon that I think will skyrocket, and that probably won't be available for retail, but most of the Nike pennies are right now, so go be on the lookout. I like pennies. I personally like the foam posit pennies. I sold a few pair of those recently this year, not to my regret or chagrin, but because, you know, it was trade bait to get something greater. So maybe I'll grab another pair of the foam posit pennies soon. Also, the Air Jordan 1 highs. There are several colorways in Air Jordan 1 highs that are available for retail right now. Jimmy Jazz, Foot Locker, Finish Line, and Athlete's Foot. Now, I say Athlete's Foot with an asterisk because Athlete's Foot charges a little over retail. They'll put like maybe $20, $30 tax on that. So if that shoe is available someplace else, grab it there first because it's going to cost you more to go to Jimmy Jazz. That being said, that's all we got for retail shoes. Stay tuned for more stuff.
Upcoming sneaker releases.
Upcoming sneaker releases for this week. So, you know, your boy AC Young Heavy, unfortunately, when I'm trying to do things, when I'm trying to get kicks and stuff, you know, I never hit, man. I never hit on any of the apps, on any of the in-store raffles, anything. So I have to look for other opportunities to get shoes. I hit the boutiques, I make relationships. Also, I try to find cool ways to like manipulate the apps if there's any way to do so. You know what I mean? And not to like get shoes to resale, but because I want the shoes. With that being said, upcoming sneaker releases. On the 23rd, we have the Air Jordan 1 High Chenilles. That's the varsity red. It actually has on the swoosh the chenille on the swoosh, similar to you would see on a varsity jacket, on a collegiate or high school jacket. Next coming up, we have the Air Jordan 8 Taxi. That's being released on 7/29, on July 29th. I love 8s. I do love 8s. They would probably be my 5th or 6th favorite shoe of the Jordan brand, of the original release. But at the same time, that colorway, I'm not feeling that. If it's for you, go ahead on and copy it, because that's what we do. We buy shoes that we want. Next, we have the Air Jordan 1 Low Dark Smoke Gray. Okay, that's coming out August 26th. That is a wearable shoe for me. I do think that that's going to be a shoe that will at least double from their retail price. If that's something you like, grab it. I don't know. I may sit this one out, but I do like it. There is a Travis Scott very similar to this shoe that's coming out at the conclusion of this year. So I'll probably wait for that one. Next, we have the Manye Air Jordan 2. We're anticipating that one to come out on November 17th. All right, and not just that, we also see some Alma 12s that they're talking about coming out too in a black colorway, black and maroon brownish or whatever, and also that sail and maroon brownish. So I'm excited about that. I hope that we do see that. Are you guys excited about that? Drop a comment down below and let me know if that's something you want to see, because I definitely want to see more from Alma Manye. And you know what? How about we do this? Let's do a giveaway. For anyone that can tell me what Alma Manye is, that will research it and tell me why, not only this is what it means, but why it means what it means, I'll send you a free pair of slides, New Balance slides. So DM me with the answer, and I'll send you guys a free pair of New Balance slides this week. All right? Peace. Elevate.
Sneaker pickups.
Sneaker pickups for this week. So we did have an opportunity to grab those Travis Scott Air Trainers, and this is the colorway that I went with. Okay, and so what you see on the side is the gator. It goes on the top of the shoe. right? I think the other shoe, I have the gator on it. So you can see what that one looks like with the gator on it. All right. I don't know if I will wear it with the gator on it. I have been wearing them lately because I have worn them. You can see I've worn them like twice. And I'll show some in the B-roll too. So how I've been rocking them is like one shoe with the gator, one shoe without, or whatever. But you know, it's not expensive. I think I grabbed these for around that $225, $250 range or something. So I was excited about the amount of money I had to spend on them. And of course, it's a Travis Scott. So I do feel like at some point it will accrue value. But I buy shoes because I like them and I wear my shoes. So, you know, it doesn't really matter how the shoe does. It's the shoe that I wanted. And so I encourage you to buy the shoes that you want, buy what you want, and then also wear your shoes. And there's a lot of tragic stories of what happens when people don't wear their shoes. The shoes crumble, the shoes break, the shoes fold. So that's all we got for sneaker pickups this week. Please cross your fingers and pray for your boy. Hopefully I can get those Travis Scott reverse mocha Air Jordan 1 lows, because I did not hit on the initial release of those on the Travis Scott app, but hopefully I will hit on the actual sneakers app. So we'll see. All right. Peace. Elevate.
Throwback thoughts.
Throwback thoughts. So, celebrities rocking Kickz and everything, does that drive the market for you? When you see a celebrity buy a shoe, does that make you want that particular shoe? For me, it does. You know, when I used to see Martin wearing certain Jordans back in the day, or Fresh Prince, or, you know, I see the Wayne brothers on the Wayne show, even though they didn't get a final episode. That was a wonderful show. They always had the mics on, or they would have lugs, or they would have cool shoes from the time. What I want to ask you is, when people, celebrities wear particular shoes, not saying like the person designed it like Travis Scott or something like that, but when like a person, or Drake, but when they actually rock a shoe, a basketball player, it could be a hooper, it could be a rapper, it could be a celebrity, Run DMC back in the day with the Adidas shell toes. Does that make you want to buy that shoe? I don't know. It does encourage me sometimes if it's somebody I really believe in, I like them, I vibe with them. I will cop the shoe that they wear. So, you know, let me know. Is that something that moves you or not? But that's my throwback thought for the week. Is celebrities back in the day driving the shoes that we wore back then? And then is that still a trend that's happening today? So, I don't know.
Dope toys.
Dope toy pickups. Lots of dope toy pickups this week, okay? I'm excited about a lot of the things that are coming out, a lot of things that I was able to grab. So before I show you anything, I want to tell you the toy that I'm the most excited about. And that toy is, I want to make sure my microphone is working because I ain't want to do this for nothing. The toy I'm the most excited about right now is Victory Saber. I was able to get that through the Hasbro HasLab, where you can order toys that are not released, but they're a concept. And if you want to back that as an investor, you can, and it'll release later. So I'm excited about getting that Victory Saber, which is a combination between Victory Leo and Star Saber, the Transformers. So be on the lookout for that if you had an opportunity to invest in it. If you didn't, then maybe you'll be able to buy it on the resale market. What happened?
20%. Still recording.
Was it still recording now?
Mm-hmm.
Should I do it again?
No, but it won't let me stop until I hit OK, and I can't reach the OK because it's in the middle of this bar.
Is it still recording now?
Mm-hmm.
You positive it's still
I'm
recording?
positive it's still recording.
So, other dope toys I was able to get this week. I was able to get something to complement the original release of the grapnel launcher replica from Batman. I showed you guys this last time. This time, though, I was able to get the Batarang from Batman. from that same movie, from the original Batman. Plus, I mean, he uses this in Batman Returns as well. So I didn't have a chance to open it up yet, but I give you guys a chance to look at it. It's the replica of the Batarangs. This is what Batman would take off his belt and he would like throw it at some shit, and it would like do something. So I wanted that. I love the Michael Keaton version of Batman, so it's something that I had to have. Also, and so I got that at Walmart. Also at Walmart, and I got that on the one on 103rd in Harlem in Bridgeview / Chicago Ridge area. I found Nightwing's Kalia Screamer Stick. So this is an awesome toy to me. You know, it extends, and then, you know, in terms of like martial arts, right? My weapon of choice is a baton, a 12-inch, 14-inch baton. And so this like mimics that. So that's why I particularly like this one. I did have a chance to take it out of the box. And maybe I'll be able to show you guys some B-roll on taking it out of the box and what that does. But I don't know. If you're a Nightwing fan, Nightwing, of course, is Robin. So if you don't know who Nightwing is in the DC universe, that's Robin. He becomes Nightwing when he breaks away from Batman. Last toy. Super sexy. The furry Panther, which is what Skeletor rides on, okay? Very, very sexy. So I have another one, but it doesn't have the fur on the Panther, okay? This is the collector's edition one, which actually has the fur the way it was released back in 84, 85. So I'm super excited about that. That being said, that's it for the toys this week. Hopefully we get some cool stuff next week. DM me or send me a message. Leave a comment down below. Let me know what cool toys you like to see on this show. Because other than shoes, toys are a big interest of mine. All right. Hopefully, if that's something that you like, we can definitely vibe on that, and maybe you give me some ideas. All right. Hopefully so. Peace. Elevate. Hope you enjoy it. Well, I want to say thank you for checking us out today. Please like and subscribe. That's how we keep going. It's been a beautiful journey. We're nowhere near the end of it. We just getting started, baby. So please keep rocking with us. Of course, I gave the PlayStation information before. If you don't have that, I'll put that up as well so you can connect with me on PlayStation Network on the PS5. I just want to say, make sure that you love the people close to you. I see so much tragedy when I go through social media. I'm not even a social media person like that, but I see so much tragedy, so much death, so much loss. So make sure you hug on your loved ones, okay? That's important. And do something for somebody that is outside of yourself, all right? Help somebody that need it, because when one wins, we all win, baby. Everybody does. Most importantly, if you can't see it before you see it, you'll never see it. Peace. Elevate.
Chill. Ace the Young Heavy. Y'all know what time it is. The sickness. My nigga Bodil. Some niggas want the money, the power, the respect. Fuck that shit, I want all three of them bitches. Heavy shit. That's the definition of heavy. Bitch, I'm heavy. Bitch, I'm heavy. Louis head to toe and something foreign. Fuck a Chevy. Money everywhere. Money everywhere. Money everywhere. I'm heavy and I just spent $100,000 stunting on these lanes. Get your money repriced on your head.
Tell them again. Number one. That's right.
Bitch, I'm fly, check my altitude.